Welcome to SAU Magazine, a weekly news program coming to you from Southern Arkansas University in Magnolia.
This is a Southern Arkansas University news brief. I'm Dedra.
And I'm Jamal Brown.
2005 homecoming activities are underway. Homecoming Queen Pam Morgan and her court were presented on Monday. Student organizations are painting the road in front of the Welcome Center. The SAU Heartbeat begins at noon on Friday. The Ryder Golf Tournament will be held at the Magnolia Country Club. At 6 p.m., an alumni dinner takes place in the Reynolds Center. Saturday begins with a Golden Rider breakfast, recognizing 1955 graduates of Southern State College. An honor wall ceremony will be held in the Reynolds Center. SAU plays North Alabama at 2:30 p.m. in Wilkins Stadium.
Many student organizations will prepare outdoor displays for homecoming. Judging begins at 10 a.m. on Saturday. First place is $150, second place is $100, and third place is $75. Each organization will be allowed a 20 by 25 foot space for an outdoor decoration or display. They will be located throughout campus. Judging criteria include attractiveness, originality, craftsmanship, and use of the homecoming theme. Winners will be announced at halftime of the homecoming football game.
The SAU community lends a hand to evacuees from Hurricane Katrina. Earlier in the semester, 240 evacuees were housed in Talbot Hall. SAU collected towels, toiletries, food, water, and other items. SAU and community groups also provided meals. College students were able to enroll at free or reduced tuition. Members of the marching band collected toys that were given away during a hamburger cookout. SAU faculty and staff also drove to New Orleans to pick up hurricane survivors.
More students are attending Southern Arkansas University. The 2005-2006 academic year sees an increase in enrollment. More than 3,100 students are enrolled at SAU this fall. This total is up by more than 50 students from 2004. The administration believes a number of factors are responsible for the increase. One is the Reynolds Center. A second factor is a new East Hall residence facility. In addition, a new residence hall was recently constructed for the Honors College.
Tutoring is now available for students. The Tutoring Center consists of computers and printers that include math and reading programs. All peer tutors have been recommended by an instructor. Schedules are posted on the center's door and no appointment is needed. Any student that wishes to have a paper proofread and edited should bring it to the center. The center is open from 9 a.m. through 5 p.m. Monday through Thursday and Friday from 9 a.m. until noon.
The Department of Nursing recently sponsored a family care fair. Health education programs were provided for children. Blood pressure, cholesterol, and glucose screenings were available for adults. The event was free and open to the public. This has been a Southern Arkansas University news brief. I'm Jamal Brown.
And I'm Dedra.
With an SAU profile, I'm Patrice Phillips.
And I'm Sam Jones.
Cletus Stewart is the Assistant Dean of Multicultural Affairs and Student Development.
He is a 1992 marketing graduate of Grambling State University.
Stewart recently received a master's in counseling from Southern Arkansas University.
He has aspirations to further his education and pursue a PhD.
At SAU, Stewart is the director and advisor for several student organizations.
They include Project PAL, 60 Plus, Hispanic Student Mentorship, Black Student Association, and the National Pan-Atlantic Council.
Stewart is working to establish alumni of color along with a Hispanic alumni reunion.
He finds the students, faculty, and staff to be the best thing about SAU and is looking forward to all the good things the university has to offer.
With an SAU profile, I'm Patrice Phillips.
And I'm Sam Jones.
SAU Sports, I'm Mistie Huffman.
And I'm Sean Green.
The football team has a 4-2 record going into homecoming. The season began with victories over Texas A&M Commerce and East Texas Baptist. The Riders then lost to Central Arkansas and Arkansas Tech. They rebounded with convincing wins over Ouachita Baptist and Arkansas Monticello. SAU has a new quarterback with Josh Sanfilippo taking over for injured Damian Malone. The Riders take on North Alabama on Saturday at 2:30 p.m.
SAU finished second at the Orange Crush Cross Country meet. The men's team lost to the University of Central Arkansas 33-35. Adrian Romanos finished first for SAU in the 8K with a new course time of 25:48. The women's team also finished behind UCA with a score of 40-49. Gabby Mendoza finished second and Lindsay Musilak finished third for the Lady Mule Riders.
2 SAU football players are competing in the pros this fall. Nick Lewis is a wide receiver for the Calgary Stampeders in the Canadian Football League. In 2004, he was CFL Rookie of the Year. Jordan Babineau is a defensive back with the Seattle Seahawks in the National Football League. He is in his second year with Seattle, signing as an undrafted free agent. Coach Steve Quinn stays in contact with Lewis and Babineau. Other SAU graduates are playing minor league baseball.
The Lady Mule Rider volleyball team improves to 7-6 with 3 straight wins over Texas A&M Commerce. The victory gives SAU more wins this season than they had all last year. Consistent hitting and blocking won the first game 30-19. They kept major leads in games 2 and 3 with scores of 30-23 and 30-22. Head coach of the Lady Riders is Shauna Laurendine. SAU Sports, I'm Sean Green.
And I'm Mistie Huffman.
With commentary, I'm Leigh Griffin.
And I'm Erin Clark.
When you think of the word flashing, what comes to mind?
Perhaps the flashing on a camera, or maybe the flashing of a strobe light.
At the recent Dierks Bentley concert, the problem with flashing was not any sort of light.
Instead, it was a young college female who wanted to show Dierks her meaning of flash away.
It was a comment Dierks made earlier that night about the flashing of cameras.
Was this really necessary?
Considering that many young children were in the crowd, and with it being a school function, all clothes should have stayed on.
Couldn't security have stopped this irresponsible behavior?
Will this affect future functions from being held at SAU?
Would you really want to see some girl bare all?
Concerts should not become regional auditions for girls gone wild.
With commentary, I'm Erin Clark.
And I'm Leigh Griffin.
With an SAU police log, I'm Cristi Beckwith.
And I'm Hawthorne.
Breaking or entering, theft of property. A student reported to the UPD that his vehicle had been broken into and that numerous sound system items were taken.
The incident occurred at the University Village Apartments.
Evidence was recovered from the vehicle and has been sent to the Arkansas State Crime Lab for analysis.
Harassment. An instructor from Cross Hall reported that someone left notes containing ethnic slurs on his office door.
This matter is still under investigation.
False imprisonment, first degree, and terroristic threatening.
Jamal Phillips, former student, allegedly had an altercation with his girlfriend at the University Village Apartments when he supposedly abducted her and fled to Louisiana.
Jackson Parish deputies later stopped Phillips and the female.
Phillips was later extradited from Jonesboro, Louisiana by the Columbia County Sheriff's Office.
Phillips was arraigned on the above-named felonies in circuit court. Jackson Parish deputies later stopped Phillips and the female.
Phillips was later extradited from Jonesboro, Louisiana by the Columbia County Sheriff's Office.
Phillips was arraigned on the above-named felonies in circuit court.
Motor vehicle accident, parking lot.
A physical plant employee backed into another vehicle that was illegally parked near the dumpsters for the Brew Center.
The owner of the other vehicle never came to the UPD, and all attempts to locate the owner failed, and a note was left on the vehicle.
Motor vehicle accident, parking lot.
An SAU instructor backed into an illegally parked vehicle.
The other vehicle, driven by a student, was parked along the curb in front of Brinson Fine Arts Building.
The student was found to be the contributing factor for the accident.
If anyone should fall victim to a crime, please call the UPD.
It will assist in any way possible and conduct any investigations into on-campus criminal activity.
UPD is a victim-oriented department.
To report campus crime or if suspicious activities appear to be taking place, contact the University Police Department at 235-4100. That's 235-4100. With an SAU police log, I'm Cristi Beckwith.
And I'm Hawthorne.
College Newswire, I'm Petronia Dixon.
And I'm April Malone.
Henderson State University offers scholarships to Hurricane Katrina evacuees. The College of Arts and Sciences offer 5 department scholarships to 7 students affected by the hurricane in the sum of $500. One of the other students has a full scholarship, so funds were not needed. Henderson State also waived in-state and out-of-state fees to help affected students with their finances.
The University of Arkansas Monticello recently unveiled its master plan. Areas outlined in the plan include improvement of existing facilities, pedestrian circulation, future expansion, and energy efficiency. The plan also indicates that athletic facilities need remodeling. Chancellor Jack Lassiter says 2 residence halls are working on a proposal to benefit disabled students. College Newswire, I'm April Malone.
And I'm Petronia Dixon.
The SAU Broadcast Journalism degree program features a wide variety of professional experiences.
Students are responsible for producing and marketing radio and television programs each semester.
SAU Magazine, a radio news program, is available to stations in Arkansas and bordering states.
The SAU Report, a television interview program, is available to cable systems in southwest Arkansas and northeast Texas.
More than a dozen courses are offered in the SAU Broadcast Journalism degree program.
Writing, reporting, and hands-on experiences are stressed in these courses.
In addition, graduating students are more perceptive analysts of mass communication and broadcast journalism.
They are very competitive in the job field and for opportunities as graduate students.
Information about the Broadcast Journalism degree program can be found on the internet at saumag.edu.
That's saumag.edu for an excellent educational opportunity.
With this week's SAU calendar, I'm Angel Williams.
And I'm Thomas Hart.
Monday, October 10th is Columbus Day.
On Tuesday, the Arkansas Future Business Leaders of America meet on campus. It is the District 4 Fall Leadership Conference.
SGA Traffic Appeals Court meets at 4 p.m.
The volleyball team will host Arkansas Monticello at 7 p.m.
Wednesday, October 12th, Spanish students will host a special event in Wilson Hall, room 327.
On Thursday, the volleyball team travels to Arkadelphia to take on Henderson State.
On Friday, La Tertulia, a conversational Spanish event for students, meets at 2 p.m.
The men's and women's basketball teams host Midnight Madness at 10:30 p.m. in the W.T. Watson Gym.
Saturday, October 15th, the football team is on the road at West Georgia.
And the cross-country team will host the Southern Arkansas University Run.
And that's this week's SAU calendar.
SAU Magazine is a production of broadcast journalism students in the Department of Theater and Mass Communication at Southern Arkansas University in Magnolia.